Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
All right. How's everyone doing? So, this is a great day to celebrate bicycle safety, to celebrate an activity that people can do individually, but also as a group or as a family. And I'm certainly looking forward to joining all of you for about 15 feet and then letting you go on your way to enjoy a nice ride. Let me just tell you that this project provides new car-free connection for Pasadena, for central Pasadena. People who are interested in exploring this vibrant corridor or traveling on to a key destination can now do it more safely. But I would still urge people to be very cautious as you ride your bike, even on these lanes. You have to be aware of the infrastructure, other riders, and certainly even drivers. The bike corridor was made possible due to a number of grants, so I'd like to thank the federal government. Congresswoman Judy Chu, our representative, is here. Let's give her a round of applause. The state of California, State Senator Anthony Portantino is here, and Ann Higginbottom, who represents our state assembly member, Chris Holden, is here. So thank you. And let's also thank the Playhouse Village Association and the Old Pasadena Management Association for their support of this effort. I look forward to seeing all of you out there. Oh, and we should also thank the city staff, particularly the transportation department, Laura Cornejo, Joaquin, and their team, the city manager's office, Tony in Public Works, Tony Olmos. So let's give them all a round of applause and their staff for thinking it through and then building it out. So with that, I'm going to ask Congressmember Judy Chu to step up to the podium and say a few words.
It is so wonderful to be here to celebrate the grand opening of the Union Street Protected Bikeway. What a significant milestone in sustainable transportation, safety, and accessibility. First, I'd really like to thank the City of Pasadena for your tireless efforts in bringing this vision to life, and to all the community partners who made this vision a reality, including the Pasadena Village Association, Old Pasadena Management District, Pasadena City Council members, and the residents, both past and present, who supported this project. Now, just the other day, I heard the story of a Caltech student who had visited downtown Los Angeles numerous times, but never visited Old Pasadena because it was easier to reach downtown Los Angeles via bus and metro rail than it was to get to Old Town. Can you believe that? I just find it so unbelievable because Caltech's faculty and students really are into bikes and walking. 44% of them do that. And that's why this project is so important, because it will connect resident populations that previously saw this as out of reach. And it's so inspiring to see this significant investment in car-free alternatives. This will serve as a vital link between the Memorial Park Metro Station, Old Pasadena, Playhouse Village, and the neighborhood surrounding Pasadena City College and Caltech. But this wouldn't have happened without Pasadena's 2015 bicycle plan and the generous support of the State Active Transportation Program, Los Angeles County Metro, and the American Rescue Plan Act. So it shows what can happen when all levels of government can work together. On top of this, there is a wonderful resource fair, and I have to give a special shout out to Active San Gabriel Valley's Go SGV e-bike rental program. I mean, what a tremendous resource to have long-term e-bike rental options for residents. So I know this is only just the beginning as Pasadena expands and connects this bikeway with other cycling infrastructure in the city. So as you hop on your bikes, congratulations to all for this new bikeway and in shaping a healthier, more dynamic Pasadena. And I want to present a certificate of congressional recognition to the City of Pasadena for making this happen. Mayor Gordo.
Thank you, Congressmember. Next, we will ask State Senator Anthony Portantino to say a few words. Senator?
You know, I rode my bike from Burbank this morning, and it was a beautiful ride. And it's, you know, it's nice to ride in the morning because there's fewer cars, right? And that's what's great about this bike lane and what we're doing in Pasadena. So let's give a big round of applause to the City of Pasadena, which gets it, right? So thank you all for coming out to celebrate how important it is for active transportation to ride, to walk, to use your e-bike, to your scooters. You know, the world is changing and we need to change with it, right? 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 So I'm a convert. I started riding my bike actually in the middle of the pandemic. I'm a pandemic peddler. And it's been 3 years and I've lost 160 pounds. Now, I was a giver, so I tried to give it all away. But riding my bike has really given me a whole new sense of who I am, of the world around me, the appreciation, and all of the activism that you do and have been doing for the past decade. So I just want to say thank you to all the activists who have been out here, who are on the forefront of this issue to make sure that we promote active transportation, pedestrian safety, bike safety, and just a safer environment that's just better and more pleasing and just more on a human scale, right? Right? Because when we take the time to walk, we appreciate everything around us. When we take the time to ride, we sort of, you know, whether it's our own sort of internal meditation of when you ride or just the appreciation of everything around us. So I'm just here to say thank you to all the activists for being out and thank you for the City of Pasadena. So Mayor Gordo, if I could give a California State Senate certificate of recognition on this great Union Street protected bike lane on behalf of the California State Senate, I congratulate you and the city on this wonderful day and everybody for being out today. So here you go, Victor. Congratulations.
You got a picture?
And then I have a surprise certificate for Laura Rubio Cornejo. Laura, are you here? Let's give it up for Laura, who's been doing so much for this city and I know is just going to continue to do bigger and better things. So I just want to say thank you to you. On behalf of the California State Senate, I'm honored to join the City of Pasadena in thanking you for your outstanding contributions to our community, your exceptional dedication to Pasadena's Transportation Department year after year is continued inspiration to those who work alongside you. Your careless commitment to enhancing the quality of our life is commendable. Congratulations on behalf of the California State Senate.
Thank you so much.
Pleased to be here on behalf of Assemblymember Chris Holden to join in this celebration of the Union Street Protected Bikeway ribbon cutting. The City of Pasadena, Mayor and City Council, City Manager Miguel Marquez, and your staff team are to be commended for their foresight and commitment to creating safe and accessible ways for people to move about the city, whether biking, walking, or riding transit. As chair of the Select Committee on Regional Transportation Solutions, Assemblymember Holden advances efforts to get people out of their cars and into alternatives that work toward reduction of greenhouse gas emissions to develop clean air for all of us now and in the future. The Union Street Protected Bikeway supports sustainability goals, safe mobility, and recreation. Thank you again for the opportunity to join the celebration, and congratulations to the City of Pasadena. And on behalf of Assemblymember Holden, I'd like to present this Assembly Certificate of Recognition. Thank you again.
Next, and thank you, Anne Marie. and Assemblymember Holden. Next, I'd like to invite, we have great partners with our staff and certainly with all of the state and federal and other local agencies, but we still have to have a united city council in order to take action and make projects like this a reality. And that means members of the city council, your members our members of the city council here in Pasadena. And I'd like to start with Councilmember Jessica Rivas to say a few words. Ms. Rivas?
I'm going to be very brief because this has been years in the making, and I'm just dying to go over there and cut the ribbon and get this started. So I just want to thank you for being here. I want to thank the city staff for the years of their hard work. I want to thank all the advocates for all your years of hard work to make sure the council, who was very receptive, that we stayed on this and made sure and we saw this through. So thank you all for being here. And I'm very excited for District 5 residents. This goes right through District 5, so we now have a good way to get across town safely. So thank you all.
Next, I'd like to invite Councilmember Justin Jones.
Thank you all for joining us with your wheels and share the excitement of this new protected bike lane. This initiative shows our city's commitment to being more connected and take steps towards an economically friendly future. And we encourage everyone to embrace the change, try out our bike lane, and explore the benefit it brings to our community. And just real quick, I'd like to call up all my colleagues on the city council to come up here, and we'd like to call up the Director of Transportation, Laura Cornejo. If we could just recognize Laura here and take a photo as my notes fly away. Laura has committed herself to public service and has committed herself to our city, so we really appreciate her service to our city. If we could just take a quick photo with her. And then I'll leave you with this joke. Why did the bicycle fall over? Well, that's a good point. Because it was too tired.
So, thank you, Councilmember. Next, Councilmember Jason Lyon.
This is so exciting. I just want everyone, particularly up front, to take a second to turn around and look at everyone else who's here. This crowd is huge, and it really represents the diversity of Pasadena. Everyone is here, and everyone bikes, and I'm so excited to see you here. Today's ribbon cutting really represents the culmination of a lot of work on behalf of the Department of Transportation and the whole city, but it is really a beginning of a process of our committing to becoming a truly multimodal city where people can not only drive, but can bike and walk safely every direction in the city. And we stand committed to that goal. And this is just the beginning. I do want to ask everybody to be patient with drivers over the next few weeks as you're using the Greenway. I've already seen, my office is right over there, and I've already seen the cars turn out into the bike lanes. It's going to take drivers a little bit to catch up with the rest of us, but it's an exciting day. So thank you all for being here, and congratulations on making this happen.
Next, Vice Mayor Felicia Williams.
This is really a serendipitous moment for me because it took a lot of work, as a lot of the activists know, to get this bike lane in. And it started when we updated the general plan. It took about 8 years to do. And we put in a principle that people can circulate without cars. So we worked on that in 2008. We brought Bike Week to Pasadena, which we're gonna bring it back. Okay, I'm gonna bring Bike Week back. And I led the bike rides on Bike Week. I got a chance to get to know so many of you. And then we did the Bike Transportation Action Plan that had this project in it. And 7 years later, it is coming to fruition. Actually 8 years later. So that's how long a project takes to get here. But being on the front lines and being there at the beginning of all of this is really what makes this amazing for me to look at. So now I can ride my bike to council meetings as long as I don't go too late, Victor. So I can ride my bike to council meetings from home in a safe way, and I'm really excited to kick off the bike ride. So I'm the last speaker before the bike ride. I will turn it back over to the mayor, and then we are going to kick off the ride. Thank you so much for being here.
I'm going to ask everyone to come up and ask the Vice Mayor to kick it off. But before we do that, let me also recognize a former colleague, council member and Vice Mayor Andy Wilson, who's here with us today. And he's here with his bicycle in tow. and was also a big part of the planning process for this project. So thank you. So let's come on up and kick it off.
On your mark, get set, ride! So everybody get on your bicycles. We're gonna hop on the electric bikes here, which also thank you Complete Streets Coalition for our e-bike rebate, which is now exhausted. We're gonna have to find new funds because so many e-bikes were sold. So everybody get on your bikes and we're going to start to head over here and stage the bike ride. Thank you.